Hello everyone, it's Erin here, and as you can see I'm out and about. We are away camping, this beautiful place that I'll show you in a second, and I'm being a little bit quiet because one of my kids is having a nap, but I thought I'm doing some journaling, and while I was doing some journaling I thought, well, maybe I will show you guys what I decided to bring, because it's always a thing. Like, what am I going to bring when I go out and about? And a lot of the time, I never use half of it, but I thought I'd show you what I brought anyway. But first, you must see where I am. This is the campsite, and that's the river straight through there. There's our fire. There's my tent. I think you can see my daughter's foot. Okay, so let's have a look at what's in my pencil case. Right, so this is my desk so far. I'm working here, and so the primary things I brought to use was my pocket-filled sketchbox. Yeah. My Sakura Koi watercolour. Oops, it's a bit hard with one hand. There we go. The 24 colours, and I haven't used it for a while, but I cleaned it up because I had made the mistake of letting my kids use it for a bit and they really trashed it. So I cleaned it up with the intention of bringing it out here, because it really is, as it says, a field sketchbox. It really is great out and about. It's fantastic, and the colours are really vibrant. Let me show you. So this is what I was working on today, but if we look through here, I've got there's the colours of the Pocket Field sketchbox, and that picture was mainly done using the colours. So that's that one. Right, so I use that, and I've got my water brush, the Pentel Aquash, and this is a fine nib. Can you see that? There, that's a fine nib. Cool, so that's my main tools. Now, in the pencil case, check it out. I brought the big one. I brought the big pencil case. So, first things first, I brought one distress stain. Cracked pistachio. I guess I've been really into this colour lately, but I think maybe because I knew it was going to be really green here as well. I don't know. But cracked pistachio is a beautiful colour. It's very subtle. Let me get my hand out of the way. See if I can show you. It's very, very subtle colour, and nice and easy to work on top of. I'll show you. Well, there's a midgie. It's the thing about the bush. It's full of bugs. So, as you can see, it's a very, very subtle green, but it is really quite lovely. Okay. So what else have we got in here? Right. I brought these two acrylic inks. I didn't know if I was going to use them. I'm in the middle of a challenge at the moment, an Instagram challenge for, what's it called again? Ray Missigman's challenge, art marks. And so I didn't know if I was going to need to be doing some art marks, so I wanted to bring a fair variety. As it turns out, I really haven't done any art marks. That's okay. But so I brought these acrylic inks, these Liquitex, yeah, and this violet one here. Okay. What else have I got here? So I brought a couple of Pitt pens, a cool grey and a warm grey. These are fabulous. I love these. A micron. This is quite the fat one. See that? It's quite a thick line. I ruined my smaller one, my O2, by writing on top of colour pencil with it, and the wax blocked up the nib. You've got to be so careful with these microns. They're delicate. Okay, a few Posca pens. Two whites because I wasn't sure which one was working better, and a cream, which I find is really, really good for faces. Sometimes when you put a white on a face, it can just be a bit too harsh. For example, down there, if I wanted to add the highlight back in, a white can sometimes be too strong, whereas a cream can bring back the highlight but be a little bit more delicate. Okay, so Posca pens I brought. What else did I bring? Ooh, I'm really in love with these at the moment. Aquash brushes. Oh, sorry, Aquash. Ecoline brush pens. Oops, they're rolling off. This is a bracelet that my daughter made me yesterday. It's so awesome. Yeah, so these Ecoline brush pens took me a while to get into these. I had them in my stash for a good few months before I really picked them up and just let loose and figured out what they were all about. And now I don't go anywhere without them. I love them. Let me show you some brush pens. There's my page. There. So, say you do this, and then you do this. And I find it really amazing because you can just, they're really vivid. You can get really sharp lines, but you can also, I'm just going to dab that so I can turn the page. You can also blend really, really well. So most of this here was done with brush pens. See that? I love it. You blend it in and then you can go on top and you can make it sharp and thin and fat and smudgy. Oh, I just love it. And the colours are fabulous. So brush pens, my mechanical pencil, which I do use. What have I got here? A couple of Sharpies, which I stopped using for a while and I was only using microns, but I clogged up so many of my microns. Someone's chopping down something in the forest. I clogged up so many of my microns using them on mixed media that I realized that you must have the Sharpie in your pencil case for all-round robustness and general use. They are unstoppable, they go forever, and they're just an all-round fantastic pen. So definitely have those. What do they call it? This, you can get a version. This didn't come from Jane Davenport, but she sells them in her shop, and they call it the Epic Pen. This is basically an Epic pen. Yes, an Epic fountain pen, which is an excellent sketch and drawing pen. That's what it looks like. Well, I would draw you a picture, but I've got one hand and it's all a bit weird. This woodless graphite pencil that I really love. You can do little things.
Hello. What are you doing, Mommy?
I'm just making a little video about what's in my pencil case.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. So graphite pen, I find it draws on top of anything. On top of mixed media. You know, it's not the darkest line, but it draws. And I really, really appreciate that. So, for example, here we go. There. So I've got acrylic and I've got acrylic inks and paints and gesso, and I just take this woodless graphite pencil and, you know, I'll have no issues. It still feels sketchy. It doesn't feel too heavy like a marker, but it will write on top of things. So that's really important. This China marker, for the same reason, writes on top of things. And a couple of brushes. What's this? Oh, pink Posca, wider paintbrush, spare Pentel leads. Oh, kookaburra. There's a scrub turkey. Washing up. Scrub turkey. Hello. It's a bush turkey. For those of you who don't live in Australia and don't get to see bush turkeys, that's what Australian turkeys look like. Native turkeys.
Baby turkey.
Yeah. No. And I got a Liquitex paint marker there, just in case. This was more for the art marks. If I wasn't thinking about doing the art marks, I probably wouldn't have brought all the Posca pens, or the paint marker, or the acrylics. Pencil sharpener, and no you don't. And washies. I decided upon 4 washies. These 3 are Davenport washies.
On the thumb.
She sent me a selection of her washi tapes, and I've got to say they are in my absolute favourites, and I own a lot of washi. Her washies are spectacular, and these 3 are among my absolute favourites. They're all my favourites, but you know what? I particularly love this. Subtle, but beautiful. The different shades of green, the pattern. Excuse my dirty fingers, I am camping. And this, my friend bought me this from Japan when she came back recently. Little mushrooms. Love mushrooms. So that's about it, I think. And that is basically what I brought for my journaling. Oh, and of course, my book. My Sheep Sparrow Odyssey is one of my absolute favourite possessions in the whole world. This book, this journal cover, is such an absolute joy to use and to hold and to have. I love this baby so much. And it fits a hobo cousin in it perfectly. Could fit plenty more in there, but I really don't use it for anything else except for this, and I have so many others on the go. Like I have a Midori and everything like that. So I brought my hobo with me, and it's filling up quite nicely. Ready? And with those supplies, I started by doing some trees. I've only just sort of gotten into this one, but that's what I'm working on now. Oh, and my fountain pen. It's just a Parker pen, but it's really nice to hold, and it writes really well. And it's a medium nib, which I like. It looks like, looks like that. There we go. So,
1, 2,
thanks,
3, 4.
So that is about it for my out and about
And then
episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will speak to you soon. Bye. Say bye, Charlotte.
Bye, Charlotte.